Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth and final group stage game of the in-season tournament. It should be a good one. Implications are on the line for the knockout round. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The wingmen, Rozier and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for New York, they've got Adebayo. Barrett is out there with Collins. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Greg, this is the final fourth game of group play in the in-season tournament. I get it. I know you do too. With only one side having a chance to advance, perhaps varying degrees of motivation tonight.
On the margins, maybe. But, Kevin, this league is about competition, and every time you suit up.
Carter, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Charlotte, Gordon Hayward comes in for Terry Rozier, and Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Ball. Carter with it. Last time out, he had 14 points. Adebayo the screen. Floats it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
Knicks lead 28-8.
Hornets trail by 20. Hayward outside. Pass to Miller. Pass to Ntilikina. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges a screen on Barrett. Hayward passes to Ntilikina. And instead he picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Miller. Count that one.
And the concentration there from Miller, not fazed at all by the contact.
Miller against Barrett. Pass to Carter. Here's Jay. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Yes, that goes in. Adebayo's got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Bouknight. To the inside. And that one's good. Richards.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Jay. Carter up top. A 3-ball. Bridges with the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Jacobs and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
So it's the Hornets now. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hartenstein's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Avdia comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jay. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. Martin's checked in for Miller. And Smith subbed in for Bouknight. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles.
Oh, that was huge!
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Hayward outside. It's Williams, high post. Outside for Martin. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brunson the pass to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Brunson. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got 17.
You don't need size to score in the lane. It's certainly helpful, but you can see Brunson there with that little teardrop. Who's going to stop that?
No one near Smith as he lets it go. The baseline J off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Carter down low. Puts it on Martin. And finished off by Carter.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. The Hornets shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. It's Williams, high post. Smith outside. Hayward outside. From deep Washington. Carter pulls it in. Avdia with it. Washington's on him. Offensive rebound. Here's Kuzma. And the three off target. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Now Carter. Jalen Brunson out there with Carter. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Avdia. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There the group New York will start the second half.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, it's settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Hayward dishes to Martin. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Martin's got his second bucket tonight.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
And finished off by Martin.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The one thing you have to love, Greg, about the in-season tournament, it makes early regular season meetings matter much more than in the past.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Carter hits them both. And here's Hayward. 8 points his last outing. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Washington passes the ball. Washington sets the pick for Ball. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the floor of the game. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Insanity picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside, Martin. Back to Washington. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Martin missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Carter against Martin. To the left wing. Avdia, the pass to Carter. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Insanity.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Feeds to Williams. Outside for Martin. Jacks up a 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Avdia. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. Ball, the bounce pass to the paint. Outside for Martin. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for Martin. New York leading by 21.
And recently, we've seen Kyle Kuzma turn things around, especially offensively.
Yeah, Greg, highs and lows in the early part of Kyle Kuzma's career, but a nice settled ground for him. Offensively, he's carried more responsibility and shown that he's capable of doing it.
Charlotte calls timeout. Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges comes in for Washington. And Miller's subbed in for Martin. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Miller outside. Out to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Down low. Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
And it's Carter penetrating and finished off by Carter.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the pass to Hayward. And Insanity picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Bridges with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Clock at 4. Miller, that's for 2. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for the Hornets. Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. Collins, a screen on Martin. Bobbed up there for Collins. Stolen by Martin. And now Miller running the floor all by himself. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
On paper, Brandon Miller checked all the scouting boxes. Good size, the percentages, solid rebounding. Now he just has to maintain that play at a higher level.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And you know, Greg, we talk about the motivation for these teams with the in-season tournament. And not to be overlooked, every one of these games is nationally televised.
And that always motivates teams, but especially for those that don't always get to be on the marquee, right? You can bet they want to show up and show out.
Out to Bridges from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's check out the numbers for LaMelo Ball. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
He's perfect from the line this time.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line. Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get.
And so it's the New York Knicks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed.
Well, they certainly were disguising their game plan. Force the ball down low, get some high percentage looks, maybe draw some fouls. They were very physical.
This game plan is diesel tested and approved.
Okay, time now to see how the Eastern Conference is starting to shape up.
A look here now at New York. Even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? How fast?
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a...
The Knicks making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. On the court for the Hornets. Up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. Rozier's out there with Miller. And it's Richards in at the 5 spot. Carter, that's good.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Hornets trail by 19. Now, here's Rozier. He has yet to score. Pass to Richards. Now, here's Bridges. Hayward on the wing. Bridges sets the screen for Hayward over Collins. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Kicks it to Carter. Collins, a screen on Rozier. Back to Collins. And Rozier pulls it down.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, they can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For Hornets coach Steve Clifford, the key is defense. He says trying to outscore other teams doesn't work. You have to do the things that take effort, like rebounding, getting loose balls, and putting your body on the line. You've got to build a game that will actually work at the end of the year when you play the important games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, our thanks to you. Hayward looking over the floor. Brunson against Rozier. Over Adebayo. That one rolling around and rims out. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Grimes. Offensive rebound.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
The feed to Hayward. Passes it to Rozier. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
New York leading by 19 points. Brunson the pass to Collins. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Kuzma. Now Brunson. Over Rozier. And there's Brunson. That's good. On the assist, Mike Kuzma.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Bridges sets the screen for Martin. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Almost, but it rolls out.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Carter against Williams. Carter kicks to Collins. Out to the wing. There's the triple. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Martin against Carter. There's the pass to Rozier. Connects from three-point range. Rozier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Martin against Carter. Bobbed up there for Collins. And stolen by Hayward. Rozier against Brunson. Rozier looking around. Hayward from outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Knicks. There's 1:17 left in the third. Kuzma finds Carter. Kuzma against Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Williams sends a screen for Bridges. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Grimes, defended by Hayward. Carter, the pass to Kuzma. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets trail by 20. Pass to Rozier. Back to Martin. Fires the 3. No good that time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Knicks out front, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Hartenstein is out there with Avdia. Then there's Carter. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Harten against Carter. To the wing right side. Carter with a screen on Ball. Brunson kicks to Carter. Kuzma against Hayward. Here's the 3. Kuzma, that's good. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
You're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Carter sets the pick for Avdia. With the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. Outside Williams. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Carter. For the finish. And he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Inside, and it's Williams with the jam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Carter, the pass to Hartenstein. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Hayward on the wing, lets it go from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Brunson. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hayward. It's rebounded by New York. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Carter with a screen on Washington. Here's Avdia. Hayward with some nice D.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Washington sets the pick for Martin. He takes it in from downtown. Avdia with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Brunson and Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Martin. The Knicks pull it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Even in a league full of stars from afar, Avdia is a rarity.
Denny, the only Israeli player in the league for the 2022-2023 season. Basketball, truly a global sport, and Denny has represented his country well. This guy is continuing to get better.
And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved.
And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
Ball's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Collins checked in for New York. There it comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Charlotte, Miles Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Miller comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Rozier in for Cody Martin. Bridges with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Miller, no up. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. The shot's good.
RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
That's a 2 from Rozier. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Knicks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's
Yes, sir. Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Here's Miller. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a one-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player of the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
Charlotte has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Rozier, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Rozier's got 4 points this quarter.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Carter, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Nice roll by Adebayo, just having himself ready to receive that pass.
Here's Rozier. Now Richards. Ball finds Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Collins. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
The Hornets shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Rozier the pass to Richards. He dishes it to Ball. Back to Richards. Passes it to Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. Nice D from Barrett.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Miller. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brunson kicks to Carter. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
And here is Rozier. Now the dish to Ball. It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Rozier. Over Carter. And there's Rozier on the assist by Miller. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And stolen by Miller. Goes up on the high post. And Charlotte again with the bucket. New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Adebayo with a screen on Rozier. Carter the pass to Brunson. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. He kicks it to Bridges. Back to Rozier. Tipped away. Stolen by Carter. And now the Knicks on the break. Brunson the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Ball, the pass to Richards. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brunson, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Collins against Ball, and Ball gets double teamed. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brunson scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Rozier against Carter. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up for Adebayo. Carter finds Adebayo. Kicks it out to Collins. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. That's 10 points for John Collins.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Rozier for 3. Cans it from downtown.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Carter with a screen on Ball. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 23.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Bridges sets the screen for Rozier. Off target from outside.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
And the Knicks good for 2.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Charlotte shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Rozier for 3. And it's Rozier again missing. New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Insanity.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Collins finds Carter. Rozier with the steal. Stops, pops, goes back up. Knocked loose.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Rozier with the ball. Back to ball. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And a great way, Greg, to close the in-season tournament group round. They finish at 3-1.
Yeah, they got to be happy with that. And some early season victories are key, no matter how it turns out.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Insanity.